How to sell on LinkedIn without being salesy. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I love LinkedIn. I think it's a phenomenal place for you to grow your business and get leads very, very easily. And the reason why is there is a pool of people who are interested in your business. There is a pool of people who are professional business owners and they have money. Unlike other platforms where they may be hobby business owners and they need to, check in with their partners or all of that stuff. On LinkedIn, it's much more professional. And so it's a smaller pool of people, but they're professionals. So they are senior leaders, they might be founders, directors, and that gives you immediately a pool of people who are decision makers, who want to buy from you, and they are needing support, guidance, wisdom for their business, and they need you. And that is really important to remember why LinkedIn is such a powerful platform. But if you start DMing them with salesy spin of nonsense, this is not going to work. So I want to show you how I use LinkedIn to get clients without being salesy. Let's go have a look. When it comes to selling on LinkedIn, one of the most important things to think about is actually your audience and what they want to read and hear from you. And one of the worst ways that people can sell to people is that kind of belief that you need to sell through the DMs and you need to be pushy and hustle and kind of just splat messages at people, because the reality is that is not going to sell to people. So I'm just going to take you to my DMs, and just so you can see, so these are kind of archived DMs, and these are really copy and paste, boring messages that really are not, I don't read them. I literally will archive them or I'll send them to other, and they're not interesting. They're not a conversation. If somebody is engaging and fun, then I'm going to engage in a conversation with them. And so it's really important to make sure that you are actually having a conversation with people. You're meeting their audience where they are rather than where you think they want to be. So the most important thing is, do not start with paying an agency or paying somebody to start sending these awful, insipid copy and paste messages where it's like, one message, hi, how are you doing? And then the next message, oh, would you like to buy my thing? Like, that's an enormous leap to take somebody from, hi, how are you doing, to, would you like to buy my thing? You wouldn't do it at a sales meeting. You wouldn't do that in a networking event. So why do it in the DMs? But here are some ways that you can think about selling. And it really starts with your feed. So you can start by engaging with people who create the kind of content that you want to be associated with, and people who are in your industry, so you can connect with them. And, you can get to know other people who are either ideal clients or perhaps other people who do similar things to you. So you can really do this by, if you've curated your feed, you can go through and start liking and commenting on people's posts. Okay, so, so it might be blah, blah, blah. I'm just reading this quickly. And then you can make something, some kind of comment that's insightful and thoughtful. Okay. The other thing that you can do is start searching for content. So you would type in a particular area, a particular industry. So let's just say we wanted to target the accounting. Okay, so accounting. And let's look at accountancy businesses and maybe people who are bookkeepers or accountants. And then you can start connecting with them. So you look at posts and you would then start writing comments that are thoughtful, insightful on this post. Okay, so let's look through. And you might, so you say, so you comment on the post and you say,
Okay, it doesn't need to be a long comment. And there we go. Let's go through, find the next post. Look for ones that are interesting. If you comment on kind of well-known people like Gary Vaynerchuk, your comments are more likely to be seen by your audience. So, but this is a year old, so let's have a look. So we can say, and you'll see some of these comments, some of these posts are 6 months old. They're a year old. So LinkedIn is prioritizing older content that is relevant to that particular area. And so by doing that, you're connecting with people. And this is a thing about consistency. You connect with people, you build relationships, and then ultimately you might then start a conversation in the DM. So it starts on somebody's post, it might lead to a connection in the DMs, and then a chat, and then that can lead to a sales call, rather than it being like, oh, hi, buy my thing. Okay, so on my profile, here are a few other ways that you can be selling. So the first thing you want to do is, if you have the paid for version of LinkedIn, the professional version, you can see how it says add custom button. So you can either have a button or you can have a link to, so in my case, it goes to my quiz about is it the right time to create recurring income. People go through, they do the quiz, they sign up to my email address, and ultimately then I'm selling to them in the privacy of their DMs, in the privacy of their email, but I'm building a relationship with them. Okay, so that's a great way to connect with people. The other thing to think about is make sure that your featured posts are talking about your favorite topics. So whether it's about so in this case, this is for a freebie, this is for my quiz, and so you're connecting leads. So that all builds relationships. So it's very much relationship based rather than splat buy my thing. So think of it as LinkedIn is about building friendships and connections and really focusing on those friendships. LinkedIn is an amazing place to sell, and it's where I generate a lot of revenue for my business. But I will say that it's no point trying to be too salesy, because actually the best place that you can sell is by being open and fun and creating conversation. And when you build trust in those relationships, then you can sell.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you want to grow using LinkedIn, then please check out my playlist below, because I have lots of videos on LinkedIn because I love it. And if you want to connect more, please click the button to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.